There is a tragedy far greater than the death of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk, a young man, was only 1 month away from his 32nd birthday. On September 10th, 2025, while giving a speech at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah, he was shot and killed. President Donald Trump described his death as shocking and horrific. This young Christian man, who boldly shared biblical values with many, is deeply mourned by countless believers. His death is a tragedy. But there is an even greater tragedy, one that is far closer to us. It is this: to live a life without Jesus, and then to end your life without him. There was once an old man who had hardened his heart against Christ all his life. He lived rejecting Jesus for decades. But at the very end of his life, one day in his old age, he happened to hear a sermon in church. That day, he was converted. After the service, he met with the pastor privately. Tears streamed down his face as he said, "I have wasted my life." This story was witnessed by Pastor John Piper, one of the well-known Reformed pastors, in the church where his own father was the pastor. John Piper later reflected, "The stories of young people who died suddenly in car accidents were painful, but what struck me even deeper was the sight of that old man crying out, 'I have wasted my life.' It awakened both fear and passion in me. I thought, what if one day I grow old and say the same thing, weeping with regret? And so I made a resolution. I will not waste my life." The wise King Solomon wrote in Ecclesiastes chapter 1, "Vanity of vanities," says the preacher. "Vanity of vanities. All is vanity. What does man gain by all the toil at which he toils under the sun?" And at the very end of his book, in chapter 12, he concludes with these words, "The end of the matter. All has been heard. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man." You may achieve great success in business. You may raise your children well, send them to the best schools, and see them enter good careers. But if you do not know God, if you do not know Jesus Christ, your life is wasted. Only a life lived to glorify God and his Son, Jesus Christ, is a life that is not wasted.